Hi everyone, this is Prashad Parthiban. Today I am going to explain the differences between remainder letter versus notice of cancellation in delinquency workflow. So if you want to understand about delinquency, I have given the link in my description. Please go through that. So what do you mean by remainder notice? It's a kind of friendly reminder to the insured that the invoice is past due. Say if you have an invoice which is having a bill date of January 1st, 2025 and the due date is January 25, 2025. If the customer is not going to pay the payment as of January 26, a delinquency kickstarts and then we have some workflow steps. So one of the earlier workflow step is remainder letter, right, which is nothing but reminding the customer that there is a past due amount. And whereas notice of cancellation follows the remainder letter. Say you send the remainder letter to customer is still yet to pay the payment, right? Then you send the notice of cancellation. It's basically letting them to know that if they don't make a payment as of certain date, the policy will be cancelled. So that's what it says. Legal document to the insured to notify that the policy will be cancelled if past due charges are not paid by the cancellation date. So as I told you, remainder letter is a friendly reminder, right? Your policy status is still going to be in force. So all that it says is you are remaining the customer. Whereas notice of cancellation, as soon as its notice of cancellation is sent, your policy will be in pending cancellation status. This lets the underwriters know that this policy is in pending cancellation. If they do not receive the payment of whatever the amount it is on time, you will cancel the policy for non-payment. So legally it's not required, right? It's a kind of reminder to the customer, whereas notice of cancellation is legally required. Like you cannot just like the cancel the policy. You have to inform the customer well in advance through notice of cancellation. Even after that notice of cancellation, if the customer is not making the payment, then you can cancel it. So if you take this example, say you have an invoice which is having a due date of January 2025. So the delinquency will start on January 25th if the amount is not paid on time, right? Now the remainder letter could be sent on February 1st, 2025. Even after sending the remainder letter, if the customer is not making a payment, you can maybe send the notice of cancellation on February 15th. Again, this is all approximate dates. Customers can configure the dates accordingly based on state by state, right? Now you send the cancellation and the notice of cancellation will clearly say that your cancellation date will be March 5th, 2025, which means if the customer is not going to make a payment before this date, your policy will be cancelled for non-payment date. So in short, as I told you, remainder letter is a friendly document that's sends to the customer to notify them there is a payment due, whereas notice of cancellation is a legal document to notify that the policy will be cancelled if the customer is not going to make the payment on time. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Have a great day. Bye-bye.